Hello book lovers, this is Vanapalli Harshiki, you are seeing Family Notes. Today our topic is leukocyte disorders. In this we will see about leukopenia, leukocytosis and leukemia and types of leukemias. Firstly, coming to leukopenia. Leukopenia means this is a condition in which the total blood leukocyte count is less than 4 into 10 to the power 9 per liter. That means 4000 per millimeter cube. In this category, we can also know about granulocytopenia, which is normally called as neutropenia. This is a general term used to indicate an abnormal reduction in the number of circulating granulocytes. It may be caused by drugs like cytotoxic drugs, sulfonamides, antibiotics, etc. And it can also be caused by radiotherapy and other leukemias and several microbial infections. Now coming to the leukocytosis. Leukocytosis means the normal white blood cell counts in peripheral blood is within a reference range from 4300 to 10800 WBC cells per cubic millimeter. Whereas in leukocytosis, it is usually defined as a white blood cell count greater than 11,000 per cubic millimeter. It may cause fever, bleeding or bruising, feeling weak, tired or sick, feeling dizzy, faint or sweaty, pain or tingling in your arms, legs or abdomen, trouble breathing, thinking or seeing, losing weight without trying or a poor appetite. Now coming to the leukemia. Leukemia is a cancer or malignant proliferation of white blood cell precursors by the bone marrow. It results in uncontrolled increase in the production of leukocytes or their precursors. As the tumor cells enter the blood, the total leukocyte count is usually raised, but in some cases it may be normal or even low. It may be caused by ionizing radiation, chemicals, and some other genetic factors. Leukemias are usually classified according to the type of cell involved, the maturity of the cells, and the rate at which the disease develops. Coming to the acute leukemias, these types usually have a sudden onset and affect the poorly differentiated and immature blast cells. These are very aggressive tumors which will reach the climax within few weeks or months. The rapid progress of bone marrow invasion causes rapid bone marrow failure and culminates in anemia, hemorrhage, and susceptibility to infection. Now coming to the types of acute leukemias. There are two types of acute leukemias, that is acute myeloblastic leukemia and acute lymphoblastic leukemia. Now coming to acute myeloblastic leukemia. It involves proliferation of myeloblasts and is most common in adults between the ages of 25 to 60 years. The risk gradually increases with age. The disease can often be cured or long-term remission achieved. Now coming to the acute lymphoblastic leukemia. Acute lymphoblastic leukemia is mainly seen in children who have a better prognosis than adults, with up to 70% achieving cure. The cell responsible here is a primitive B lymphocyte. Now coming to the chronic leukemias. These conditions are less aggressive than the acute forms and the leukocytes are more differentiated. Leukocytosis is a feature of chronic leukemia with crowding of the bone marrow with immature and abnormal leukocytes. And these chronic leukemias are divided into two. That is chronic myeloid leukemia and chronic lymphocytic leukemia. Coming to chronic myeloid leukemia. This occurs at all ages and although its onset is gradual, in most patients it eventually transforms into a rapidly progressive stage similar to acute myeloblastic leukemia. And death usually occurs within 5 years. Now coming to chronic lymphocytic leukemia. It involves proliferation of B lymphocytes and is usually less aggressive than chronic myeloid leukemia, and it is most often seen in the elderly. Disease progression is usually slow and survival times can be as long as 25 years. If you like the video, please subscribe our channel.